America is deeply divided. There are only two sides to every issue, and there is no interest in finding common ground, not even with members of your own family. But as the 2024 presidential election looms on the horizon, there has never been a more important time to have the necessary conversation.
Welcome to the Necessary Conversation. It's me, Chad Kultgens, back with my mom, and that's
It's
it.
me. It's me.
You. We have no
But
Haley today, right?
You're no Haley. Another concert, another trip. She just needs to be a professional concert goer or something. I don't know.
What's the concert? Do you know who she's seeing?
It was for her husband.
Okay.
And oh my God, let's see, what was the guy's name? I listened to some of his music last night. It was good. One of the songs was like Children of Children. It was at the Red Rocks in Denver, know, that Coliseum. Gosh, what was his name? I'll look it up in a minute and tell you. He was good. I liked him.
So she's gallivanting around the country, listening to concerts, going on vacation while we're here having the hard conversations about American politics.
With no care in the world as to when we're going to tape and video. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, for all those listening, we are trying to grow this show a little bit. We can only do that with your help. If you force other people to listen to it, basically is the only way I think that you can get people turned on to new podcasts if they haven't heard it. So as we are approaching this election, as we are going through the Trump trial and all these political things, if you have some friends or family or anyone that you think might like this podcast, please allow them to listen to it. With that said, we have no questions from any listeners this week.
Why not?
You gotta fix it.
I'll get it.
Right
you
now.
tell me. All right.
Why not?
I don't know. Nobody saw fit to send us in any questions, so we're rolling solo. We're just going to have to fill the time with hard talk about hard topics. Dad, Mom, do either of you have any rants to issue?
Go ahead,
I don't have one.
Oh my gosh. Just a minute. I'm having to fix something for Mr. OCD.
No, what are you doing?
You told me to fix it.
Yeah, not on the floor.
Can we finish the podcast, then I get it?
Yeah.
All right.
This is nasty.
All right, I'll get it.
There's 100 pounds of food in this couch.
Seems there's some couch trouble. You've got food in your couch?
Yeah.
It's from Kitty.
Okay.
Mom. It's from your mother.
It's from Kitty.
Do you have a rant, Mom?
Yes, I'm getting ready.
Still up under here.
Okay. Biden, last Tuesday, gave 19 Americans the Medal of Freedom.
Okay.
And these individuals, they're supposed to represent like the best interests of the United States, of national security, of world peace, of cultural things. They get $1,406.73 a month for the rest of their lives. And that, of course, is adjusted yearly. Out of these 19 Americans, he gave one to a lady that he vows showed leadership during the Capitol attack. Mm-hmm. She used her superpower, he said, to pass some of the most important laws in our nation's history. Well, he forgot to include that Nancy Pelosi and her hammerhead husband, DUI man, did insider trading.
Yeah.
And it was like close to $115 million of insider trading that everyone knew of. They let it slide. Like she knew information the government had. And she would either, Dad knows more how to say buy or sell, calls, puts.
Of course.
And they made so much money. It was insane. He gave her the medal of one of the.
She made millions shorting stock, which you and I cannot do in our retirement accounts.
Right. No, I'm well aware of her insider trading. I agree with you. I didn't like seeing this either. And the fact that she's now getting even more money from taxpayers that she can turn into illegally gotten gains is kind of disgusting. As I know that I have to say this every week because you guys think I'm pro Biden. I'm not. I hate him. I also hate Nancy Pelosi.
I know. I have a second rant since no one is speaking up. Maybe this is Haley's rant. Maybe no, it's mine.
Okay.
Like Biden said, Bob, please, I'll get it in a minute.
It's driving me nuts.
Biden said a while back that he could not do anything with the border. He said, y'all got to give me the money. I couldn't do anything with the border. I don't have the money. He gave, it wasn't under the table, but he did an executive order and gave $10 million for the efforts in Haiti to help their policemen get guns, ammo, bulletproof vests, and helmets. Mm-hmm. But yet he couldn't find the money to help with our border. That's my second rant. Okay.
Rants are over. Are you ready to move into the main body of our program today?
Always.
Okay. Well, we're off to a glorious start here. Our first topic on today's program is Hope Hicks. Donald Trump's former campaign press secretary and White House communications director, Hope Hicks, took the stand Friday in Trump's hush money trial. Much of Hicks' testimony focused on her role. Are you guys okay? What's going on here?
I'm having to clean these crumbs out. So he's moving.
Should I keep...
It ain't crumbs. There's like fucking 8 feet deep of food in the couch.
Right? So... can that be okay for now? We have like 40 or 55 minutes left. That's roughly of this. Asking. Can it wait?
Well, I'm not setting in it anymore.
No wonder we don't have any followers.
All right. So if you could just focus on what we're talking about, Dad. Is that possible? Can you give 1 hour attention to this?
I've already given 10 minutes.
6 minutes 7 now. All right. So Hope Hicks took the stand. Much of Hicks' testimony focused on her role in the Trump campaign in October 2016, just before Election Day. She painted a picture of a Trump as someone who oversaw everything in the campaign, including the fallout from the notorious Access Hollywood tape and the hush money payments made to Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. The testimony countered Trump's insistence that he knew nothing about the payments and was in no way responsible for directing them. Hicks also said that Trump told her it was better for the story to come out at that point in 2018 rather than before the 2020 election, proving that he was aware of how damaging the story could be to his campaign and that the hush money payments were specifically about his public appearance in the political sphere. Hicks also went on to cry on the stand and really paint Trump as a guy who did not care about Melania Trump, using her only as a political prop as well during his campaign. This testimony is pretty universally seen as very damaging to Donald Trump. Do you believe what Hope Hicks said? Hello.
Don't care.
All right. Mom?
She's irrelevant.
Is Mom there? What's going on here?
No, I'm coming. I did think that her testifying would be more in his behalf.
Yeah.
That it would help.
So you believe what she said, though? That's the question.
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you then. Do you think, forget what she said, do you think Donald Trump was the one orchestrating everything, telling them to make the hush money payments, knew how damaging it would be?
No.
So you think she's lying then?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
She's getting paid off.
By who?
Oh.
Probably George Soros.
Why would George Soros pay her?
To get rid of Trump.
Okay.
They're losing the trial. They know they're losing the trial. What I do?
Oh my God. Serious? Chad, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your video is frozen.
Oh God.
Zoom.
There. She's working on one.
My God. Okay. So you don't believe Hope Hicks. You think it is all manufactured Do you think that George Soros literally gave her a script?
No, they just told her what to say. Yeah.
Who told her?
Sources people.
And
Probably
how
the
was that
DA,
done?
Probably the DA in New York.
You think they had a meeting with her, or they sent this to her in an email? How do you think they communicated what to say to her?
Just handed her a fistful of dollars.
But someone had to tell her what to say. Who was that person?
Cash? No, she knew what to say.
Someone showed up silently and just gave her a briefcase full of cash, and she understood what it was for and what she had to do.
Yeah, and she went into a private room with them, and they told her what to say.
Where was the room?
No idea.
All right.
Let me say
You'll
something.
never know.
Okay.
Remember, this is about who lies the best.
Yes, Mom. I know that this is like there's some kind of horrible
I'm
thing
almost
happening
done.
because of the food and the couch. We have to have you both in the podcast to do the podcast.
I'm almost done. I'll bring a chair. I'll be right here. I'm almost done.
Well, I mean, it's pointless. Just we can wait. Do whatever you've got to do, and me and Dad will talk about something else.
Okay.
Dad, what do you want to talk about?
Nothing.
All right. Have you seen any good movies lately?
No.
Okay.
There aren't any good movies.
What is something that's happened to you in the past week or so that has made you happy?
Oh, I got my bushes trimmed today.
Okay. How'd that go?
Real good.
You like the trimming? They look nice.
Yeah, the guys came and did them.
Yeah.
I pay them money. They cut the bushes.
Now, when they're cutting the bushes, are you standing at the window looking through the blinds at every move they make?
Pretty much.
That's what I figured. Okay. Do they know that? Do they ever look back?
Yeah, Aiden knows me.
Okay.
I'm bringing a chair, boss.
He'll wave at me.
Yeah.
Wound up over my chair.
Yeah.
All right.
They know I'm eyeballing their ass.
And that was it. You got the bushes trimmed. That's the only thing that was good about.
It made me happy. You said something in the last week that's made me happy.
What's something else?
K-State beat GAU in baseball. That made me happy.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm in my chair now.
All right.
I'm here. There we go.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
All right, Mom. Do you believe Hope Hicks? We've kind of talked about this. I guess you don't. Do you think she's being paid by George Soros?
I don't know if she's being paid by him, but I just thought, like I said, it would be more on Trump's side. I don't think it helped him at all.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you think she was somebody who was very high up in his campaign? Being part of that campaign has changed her life. It has put her in the political sphere at a level that she's never been at before. Mm-hmm. Why would she say all these bad things about Donald Trump if they're not true?
Probably, I guess, got paid, like Dad said. That's the only reason I can think.
Why is Cohen doing it?
Because he went to jail for Donald Trump.
Money.
I don't think it has anything to do with money.
He lied under oath. That's why he went to jail.
Yes, on behalf of Donald Trump.
Well, he didn't have to do that. He did it on his own.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting at is it is looking very much like what most people have suspected, that Donald Trump was in control of all of this, and Michael Cohen is fixer, and Hope Hicks, the person who was doing media spin control for him. All of these people are now coming forward, even David Pecker, largely because they're granted immunity in this trial if they come out with honest truths about what was happening during that time. They're being granted immunity from prosecution. Many of them.
They are.
David Pecker is.
Sure.
So you don't think Pecker has immunity now?
Yeah, I believe he does.
Okay.
The DAs, they're doing whatever they can fucking do to throw trash on this because it looked like they were starting to lose it, and the testimony was against everything they said. So now they're paying these people off and giving them immunity to flip their script.
I would argue that at no time in this trial has it looked like Trump is winning. So I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, dude.
At what point do you think he was winning?
Go check your fucking polls.
Okay. At what point do you think my polls?
Yeah.
There's no polls on this. I'm looking at the prosecution.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be one juror who pulls up lame on him.
I think so too. I think this will be a mistrial.
Yep.
Simply because I believe there is no way to have an objective jury in this case. You either have all Trump supporters or no Trump supporters or some mix. And if you
So
have a
why are we
mix,
talking about it?
Mhm.
well, because this podcast is about political issues of the day. And one of those issues is the former president is in a criminal trial right now, which is a first in American history. So that's why we're
Mhm.
talking about it.
Oh,
Do you think that the jury believed what Hope Hicks said?
I don't know. We will see. We will see.
not deep down inside, they don't.
We will see in the end, won't we?
Okay. And so then my final question was, do you think this trial is going well for Trump? Dad, you think it was at some point, but it's not now?
No, I think it was going,
Uh-huh.
and it was so overwhelming that they're pulling all
Okay.
the stunts they can because they know he's going to win.
What do you think the best moment in the part of the trial that was good for Trump? What do you think the best moment was?
Well, the fact that everybody that they've got testifying is fucking lying,
Okay,
and everybody knows it. Hell,
but
Cohen's a
no one
convicted
thinks
liar.
that. No one thinks
Huh?
that these people are lying.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, maybe Majah Nation does, but
Well,
nobody.
Don't say it. That bugs me. And you got people calling in saying it that way. You know, it's MAGA.
Yeah.
Not Majah or whatever.
There is at no point in this trial so far that I've been aware of anyway that anybody believes these witnesses to not be credible.
oh,
Come on.
So I'm
Yeah.
not sure what you're talking about.
well, then don't worry about it.
We'll see
Okay.
in the end.
Mom?
We'll see who's right when it's over.
We will. Like I said, I think it's probably going to be a hung jury mistrial scenario. But Mom, do you think this is going well for Trump?
I don't see it going either way. You know, I don't even watch most of it or read about it because I'm over it. I want it to be done.
Mhm.
And let's move on to get him elected as president.
Okay. Well, let's move on ourselves to the next topic. It also has to do with the Trump trial. Trump was found in contempt of court. On Tuesday, Judge Juan Merchan held Trump in contempt of court for 9 posts on social media and his campaign website referencing likely witnesses. The judge fined him $1,000 per post, the maximum allowed under state law, and warned that Trump could be jailed if he violates the order again. Despite being held in contempt, Trump has continued to test the limits of the gag order. This week, Trump lied to reporters about the gag order, prohibiting him from testifying in court. Then Judge Merchan said, quote, "The order restricting extrajudicial statements does not prevent you from testifying in any way. It does not prohibit you from taking the stand, and it does not limit or minimize what you can say." Then, caught in his lie, Trump publicly admitted he actually can testify. Do you, Dad, think the gag order prohibits him from testifying in court?
Yes.
Okay. Mom, do you?
No, but when I first heard it, I was like, how can they do that to him? That is the meanest thing. They can't do that.
Do what?
No. Like not let him speak in court. But yet that was the first stuff released, that he couldn't even talk in court.
No, he said that, and he lied. That was never a part of this. That's what the judge told him in court on the record. That quote I just read is from the judge.
I heard that, but
And
why?
then the judge fined him, which is lying.
No,
Yeah.
no. The judge found him in contempt. The judge found him in contempt for 9 posts he made talking about the trial in a public venue. That is much different, in fact, the exact opposite, from testifying in court.
Between the two of them, the judge is the fucking lying pile of shit, and you're not going to ever get me to believe anything that comes out of that fucking judge's mouth.
He and his daughter that raised all the money for,
So you think the gag order does prohibit him from testifying, even though Trump himself has now said that is not the case. Trump himself said that's not the case.
Well, I can tell you this. He told Trump's lawyer to shut the fuck up in court.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't understand.
It wouldn't let her testify at all.
Why is he gagged?
So the judge is a fucking lying pile of fucking monkey shit.
Okay, why
But Trump is the one who lied here.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is. And
No,
he has even gone back and corrected his own lie.
Doesn't matter.
Now he can talk. But can he go on TikTok like that other dude?
That's because he
No.
basically told the judge to shove it up his ass and he'll do what he wants.
Can
Right.
he go on TikTok? Can he go on X like that other guy is and spilling all kinds of weird stuff? No.
What?
So
What
that's
other
he's
guy
gay.
and what weird stuff?
Cohen's on TikTok laughing, all kinds of stuff, saying all kinds of stuff. He's not gagged, apparently.
Cohen is not the target of a federal criminal trial.
Should
Donald
be.
Trump
He's
is.
involved. He's involved in it.
And he's a convicted liar.
He's a witness. I'm sure the judge could gag him if he wanted to as well. But Trump has, again, repeatedly.
The judge is a pile of
Monkey.
Monkey. He is so fucking in. He should be recused.
Sources, pockets.
The guy is so fucking. What do you want to call it?
Biased.
No, he's
What?
contaminated.
Oh.
By what?
100%.
What contaminated him?
And how much?
His political views.
Okay.
He hates Donald Trump and he's judging him.
Well, he is
That's
judging him. That's his
conflict
job.
No, that's conflict of interest. The fucker
He's
shouldn't
a
have this
judge.
job.
He shouldn't.
He's a piece of fucking monkey
He
shit.
shouldn't have the job too. He should have been.
That guy needs to go. I hope Trump wins the presidency. I want that fucking judge in prison.
And
For
wasn't
what?
it his daughter?
Being what he's doing now.
Wasn't it his daughter?
Lying at every
raised,
turn.
like
making
millions for
this
the
whole
Democratic-
fucking trial a farce and unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
I want him in jail for that.
Do you think
Now,
that
does it-
judges? Sorry, Mom. Go ahead.
Does it matter that his daughter raised all that money for the Democratic Party and all the other parties against Trump?
No.
No.
Why would that
Okay.
matter?
Because
Family
it's his
member?
daughter.
So
And he's backing her ass up.
okay.
That's why it matters.
I need to Google that. How much she raised?
All right. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
$943 million.
Wow.
Let me ask you this: do you think judges should have the power to issue gag orders?
No,
Not at all.
zero.
Do you believe criminal defendants should be able to threaten jury members, witnesses, the judge?
No.
He didn't threaten any of them.
That's literally why the gag order came out, because he's talking
No.
about the trial and talking about jury members.
No. Doesn't matter if he's talking about him. He didn't go, hey, if you convict me, I'm going to kill your ass.
Uh-huh. But
All he said was, hey, I want everybody
Right.
to know who the fuck you are.
So in a legal proceeding in America, the judge gets to preside over that case, over that trial. The judge then gets to decide kind of the rules of how that case is going to get tried and say, look, you cannot talk about these jurors. And then if the person in that trial does that thing, goes
Yes.
against that order,
That's why
That's-
the motherfucker needs to go to prison as soon as we win the election.
I pray one of the jurors is honest and not all lies.
do
I
you
pray
think...
this one.
Now, the judge has said that Trump can be put in jail if he is found in contempt of court.
Go
again.
ahead. Let's see if he's got the balls.
That would be the
That
biggest
judge,
mistake.
that judge is a giant fucking pussy.
Oh God.
And he is not going to put Trump
Mark
in
it
jail.
down.
He doesn't have the balls to do it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think that would be the biggest mistake.
That
ever.
would guarantee us a win.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If
Okay.
Trump is
Yeah.
in jail during the election, will you vote for him?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think
Twice.
that anyone can be an effective president of the United States from jail?
He won't be in jail once he's president.
And Chad, I hate to remind you, but
He
you
pardoned himself, you dumbass.
you will be voting for Trump too if he was in jail. Remember?
I know. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Look how Trump does it. How's he go? Like this?
already got
There
we
we go.
already got
There we
Oklahoma.
go.
We already got Oklahoma in the bag.
Huh?
Oklahoma for Trump is in the bag.
Yeah.
Of course. It's a deep red state.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Let's move on to our simmer down. What do you guys think of Caitlin Clark's first preseason game in the WNBA?
Won't even watch it.
Why not?
Oh, she's good, Bob, and you know it.
Because look, here's the deal.
Okay.
First of all, She's not the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. Pete Maravich is.
I don't know
You
about
know
that,
why?
dude. Well,
You
I don't know
know-
about that, dude.
I do. You know why?
I know what he's going to say.
Why?
There were no 3-point shots in Pete Maravich's day. If you go back
So?
and you add 1 point to everyone that would have been a 3-pointer, she's about 1,000 points short.
Well,
Here's
you
what I-
can't do that though, because things were
Well,
different.
yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You can go back and see where he
No,
was
yeah.
behind the
Okay, fine.
3-point
So
line.
so I'll even give you that. She's the second all-time leading scorer for men or women
Right.
in
And you know
NCAA Division
You know
I
why?
history
You know why?
because she's
She
very
took
good.
63% of the shots that Iowa took in a season.
Okay.
Okay,
Here's what
and
I
they
think.
got all the way to the championship game. Do you think that hurt their season?
Did they lose?
Lay down.
In the championship game
Yeah.
to a
it hurt
team that
their
was
season.
undefeated, like,
It hurt their season.
oh my God. Why do you hate her? Let me ask you this.
I don't hate her.
Oh,
I'm just saying she's not as good as everybody thinks. That's going to show up in the NBA.
I think she's very good. And when she first got that salary, whatever, it was like, what, 300, 200,000 a year. That is pitiful.
Yeah.
So I give her kudos to taking all of the other people's money that they gave her. Like, was it Nike and whatever? Now she's making what, 300 million a year?
I don't know.
Yeah. Kudos for her.
24.
24 million? Yeah, kudos.
But Dad, you don't like her.
No, I don't like the fact that they're putting her on a pedestal higher than anybody else in history when it's not fair.
It's not higher than anybody else in history. It's
Pete Maravich, yeah, it is.
collegiate sports.
Yeah. Pete Maravich smoked her ass.
I mean, he just didn't. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he did.
Well, the record books say something different. And also, this happens in sports all the time. There's some young phenom that comes out of college or whatever, comes out of high school, and it's like, oh, God, this is the best player ever. And sometimes that turns out to be true, like with LeBron James or Kobe Bryant or whatever. But this is kind of how the sports manufacturing and marketing engine works. They find their big, bright, shiny star, they get a big contract, and then they do whatever they do in the game. But
I don't watch the WNBA anyway. It's worthless.
Okay.
why is
If
that?
they weren't, well, because they're subsidized by the NBA. If they weren't, they'd go broke. That's because there's no viewership and nobody goes to the fucking games.
Well, do you think
And
that's
she
going to
is-
change with Caitlin Clark?
No, I do not. I
I don't
think
know.
5
That
games.
stadium she was in was packed full,
I think
sold
5
out.
games. I think 5 games into the season, that'll wear off.
We'll see. I don't think it will. I think
We'll
she's
see.
going to invigorate the WNBA with a new fan
Ooh.
base.
Gonna have to invigorate it to the tune of $120 million. They're short every single season.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Chad, you and
I doubt that very much.
You and I with baby bird stories. I've got one more sad than the one when you were a little boy.
Why would you tell it then?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Oh, God. All right, moving along.
Thank you. Let's move on to the college
Yes, we can.
protests. Protests that began at Columbia on April 17th with students calling for an end to the Israel-Hamas war, which has killed more than 34,000 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, according to the health ministry. They have currently racked up a total of over 2,200 people arrested at campuses across America in these protests. So far, there have been no casualties, although the police have engaged in skirmishes with protesters, used flashbangs, and fired rubber bullets into the crowd, specifically at UCLA. Many universities went ahead with their graduation ceremonies this week, even as the protests continue nationwide. All right, 2,200 people have been arrested. The protests are still going on. Do you think the arrests are doing anything at all, Dad?
They should have arrested probably 100% of them. So 2,000 means that probably another 2,000 to 5,000 got away with it, and that's why they're still going on.
What I'd like,
If they would have arrested every one of the motherfuckers and they were still locked up and there's no bail available from George Soros, they would have all stopped by now.
that's what I'd
You
like.
think
to
life
know.
sentence for protests?
No.
No, I think you have to stay in jail until your court trial, your time comes up and you get arraigned.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, unless you're the wife of a
And that means
terrorist.
the jail should be packed with about 7,000 to 10,000 protesters at this point in time.
Unless you were the wife of one of the like top 10 terrorists in the United States that they were looking for. Unless you were that
Living on the
woman.
campus in Columbia,
Yeah.
and you're not even a student there.
Maybe
Yeah.
that one could stay in jail.
Let's
a
see.
little bit
Let's see.
longer.
Should that go to prison for life? It's a good chance it should.
Okay. Okay. So you think all protesters should be arrested,
Yes.
regardless of what they're protesting or why?
Doesn't matter.
When it starts.
So again,
to
then I would
endanger-
point you back to January 6th. Everyone
Yeah.
there should be arrested and in jail right now.
Damn near all of them were, you
N-
stupid shit.
No,
And they're
no, they're
still
not.
Still
in
got
jail.
guys
No, they're
in
not.
jail for that.
Yep. Let me see how many people have been arrested for that.
Yeah.
Do
And
it.
and what I don't know, and I've Googled, I can't find it. How many days were they kept in jail? What, how
They've
did they
been
get
there
out?
for years.
No, not them. I'm talking about the protesters now.
Yeah.
Did they just like, okay, we arrest you, goodbye, see you next time? I wonder.
This
I don't know.
is as of, when did this get written? This is as of January 5th of this year.
Mm-hmm.
11 people have been arrested on a series of charges that relate to assaulting a member of the media or
Oh.
destroying equipment on January
Oh,
6th.
that's not all of them that were arrested for January 6th.
1,186 defendants
Oh,
have been
there you go.
charged, but only 11 have been arrested up until this point. I can't
That's
find
not true.
anything more recent.
There are hundreds of people in jail.
If you yell, she's not going to stay.
These are all around January 6th.
Oh, I don't give a shit what
Let's see,
you're
this
reading
was-
on Google.
August 967. Definitely, it's less. Everything I'm seeing is way less than 2,200. And there were way more people at the January 6th thing than probably at any of these protests around the country. So my question then, I guess the next one is this. Do you think that these students, they're now having graduations at many of these colleges. Do you think them graduating is going to have any effect on this?
They shouldn't graduate.
No one at any of these colleges?
No one at any of these colleges that protested should
Yeah.
get a degree
He's talking about
Okay.
protesters.
Why
The
is
other
that?
people,
because they protested on their campus against policy that broke the school rules, which means you do not graduate, you do not pass,
Uh-huh.
go,
Well,
you do not get your $200 degree.
okay. Many of
Because
these
that's what that degree is going to be worth when they
Right.
graduate.
many of these
$200.
protests aren't actually breaking the rules. In a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
are.
cases, it's the dean of the school
Oh,
just
yeah.
issuing a command to
Yes.
disperse,
Of
or
course
we're going to
it
send
is.
in the cops.
Of
yes,
course it is.
you know what?
Writing "fuck you" on the wall doesn't
No.
break school policy.
I agree, Chad. Our colleges need to be reset in regard to this started way back when, before October 7th, right? This started way back then when Biden did nothing and just let all this start brewing way back then until it has
What do you mean?
escalated.
October 7th, you're talking about the initial Hamas?
Yes.
Terrorist attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it started brewing back then with people on campuses, with stuff against Jewish people. It started way back then. Nothing was done. Now, all of a sudden, because Biden got a kick in the ass, he had to get on TV and talk about it.
But he has come out and said, peaceful protests, blah, 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 but he's not changing his stance on the war at all.
No, he's against Israel, I think. Yep.
No, he's specifically supporting Israel, allowing them to do whatever they want and giving them money. What are you talking about?
He's for Palestine.
No, he's not. I
Yes,
mean,
he is. Bob?
where are
He
you
has
getting
to
that
be-
information?
He has to be for Palestine if he wants to win the Muslim states in the
But
election.
he literally is not. He has come out and said he
Oh,
is not
you-
changing
How
his
many names
stance.
has he called?
Oh my.
Yeah.
He's giving them money.
Yeah, because he has to.
Then how is he not supporting them?
He's not supporting Israel like he's supporting the Ukraine.
He literally is doing the same thing. He's giving
No,
both of them
he
money.
is not. He's given the Ukraine about 6 to 10 times more money.
Yeah.
Because that war has been going on for 6 to
Oh.
10 times as long.
Oh, is that why?
I would say yes.
I would say no. I would say it's because he owes those motherfuckers, but he doesn't owe Israel anything.
Okay.
He's going to bring.
And the only reason he's supporting Israel because he either loses if he doesn't support Israel, he'll lose the entire Jewish vote, which is worse than losing those 3 swing states. So what he's trying to do is balance his fucking little crotch over the fence.
I heard he wants to bring refugees.
He's a piece of shit.
From Gaza to the United States.
Okay.
Have you heard that?
And?
Have you read that?
No,
you
I have
want
not.
all those Palestinians living here?
Why would we do
I
that
don't
when
care,
we need to
of
help
course.
our own
Well, you're
people?
gonna care when they blow up your ass.
When
Why
you
would he
say
do that?
our own people and all of this, I want you to understand something.
Go ahead.
Humanity is simply a species, an animal that lives on this planet. Our own people isn't a real thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it is
is.
to us.
It is.
I know it
It's
is to you,
people
but
that
it's
have
not
been in the
actually
it may
real.
not be, it may not be to you, but it will be when they kill you.
Who's they?
It's people that have worked
The
hard,
terrorists that are pouring into this country
that are
Okay.
that hates your fucking guts.
Yeah.
legal,
They hate your fucking guts.
that are citizens of America.
They
Who?
hate your fucking guts.
Who?
The terrorists that are pouring into this country. And if he brings in all the Palestinians, you're going to have 1 million of those motherfuckers running loose.
Please don't
Okay.
yell. Look.
Well, there aren't 1 million of them left at this point. They've killed too many.
You're wrong about that.
What are you looking at? Mom?
Get on your fucking Google. There's more than 1 million.
I'm making sure.
Get on your fucking Google. It's a good
I'm making
t-shirt.
sure Kitty's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, every day that goes by with our borders open,
Yep.
more crazy people are coming to the United States. Our percentage is going up that one of us is going to get in trouble someday in a public setting somewhere with these crazies.
Uh-huh. What was the biggest kind of public terrorist event that we've had in the last, let's say, 3 years here in America?
Well, they're waiting. You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
he
You
thinks
laugh,
that's
but you know
funny.
why?
He
Uh-huh.
thinks that's funny. I can't believe it.
Because they don't want Joe Biden to leave
Right.
office.
Okay. I think it's funny because you guys always get into this rut where it's like the
always
borders
get
are
into a
open,
rut.
terrorists are flooding the
You're
country,
so
and then I'm
deep
like,
in a rut, it's
Have
ridiculous.
you not seen the clip?
Here's your
where they-
problem. Here's the problem with your side of the fence. You wait until the fucking teeth are in your ass before you even wake up and realize that somebody's been snapping at you.
Please don't yell.
my side
Have
of
you
the
not
fence.
seen the clip? It's
Let me
been
ask you
all
this.
over.
Who was in
Instagram.
control of the United States government when 9/11 happened?
No,
Republicans.
I would say
Republicans.
Bush.
Yes. The worst
I
terrorist
heard-
attack in the history of our country happened under the watchful
there
eye
you go.
of George Bushy Jr.
And when was that all plotted and pre-planned? While Clinton was president.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have
Okay.
killed, and Clinton could have
So
got
you
rid
can
of
spin
Osama
this
bin Laden.
however
if-
you want. You
If
can
wanna
spin it
start
however
throwing
you
shit
want.
like that out there, Benghazi, I can throw
Yeah.
a lot of shit back at you,
Mhm.
Afghanistan withdrawal, but we're not going to get into all that.
Obama
Here's what I'm
was
gonna
the one
say.
who
There's
killed
no
bin
point.
Laden.
Why, see, bringing up this fucking same topic over and over and over,
Yeah.
day in and day out, week in
Get
and week
stabbed,
out,
Matt.
accomplishes nothing. So you got to stop it.
Here's what I want to
All right.
ask you, Chad. Have you
Yeah.
not seen the clip?
Move on.
It was either
Mom is
on,
talking.
It was either on Instagram. I've seen it several times on Instagram. Then I saw it once on TikTok, but I don't believe everything on TikTok anyway. This guy goes, he's at the southern border. They had stopped him and the agents were right there by him. And he said, if you don't know my name now, you will. And he said, my name is such and such. And he's a terrorist.
Mhm.
That's happening every day. They're coming across.
Mhm. And like I said, in the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
They're
years.
waiting, Chad. They are waiting. They're going to blow us up somewhere. They
Okay.
really will.
Well, I guess we'll see. Time will tell on that one.
Mhm.
Let's move on to our fourth and final topic. I put together a little list. I just
I
kind of
just
wanted
hope
to.
when they do it, it's in New York or California.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice. Chad
Well-
lives in California.
You better move.
Oh
Yeah,
my
why
God.
would you wish a terrorist attack to happen in the state that one of your children lives in?
Yeah,
Because there's plenty of state to go around. They can do it without hitting you.
it's mean.
Okay. Let's move on. My fourth and final topic is I wanted to just kind of compare Trump's 4 years in office and where Biden is now as he's reaching the end of at least this first term. And so I put together some stats. This is from factcheck.org. Are you okay, Dad? Did you go to sleep? What are you rolling your eyes at? I haven't even read
Factcheck.org.
any of this.
I
I don't understand what you're rolling your eyes at.
Factcheck.org.
Yeah, that's a website.
Yeah, that's not a fact.
All right, here's
Anyway,
the first one. The Biden
That's why I'm
economy.
rolling my eyes. Here we go again.
The Biden economy has added more than 14 million jobs. That they just came out with that report this week. The number is now nearly 4.9 million higher than before the pandemic. The unemployment rate has dropped back to just above the pre-pandemic low. Unfilled job openings again outnumber unemployed job seekers. The Trump economy lost.
How come unemployment went up this last?
The Trump economy lost 2.9 million jobs over his 4 years, and the unemployment rate increased by 1.6% to 6.3%.
Fucking come out was crazy.
So, do you want me to go through all of these, or let's hit them one at a time here? So, what do you think about those numbers? That Biden is better in terms of job creation than Trump was by a lot.
Not.
What?
I read that, and then I went on different sites. Different sites say different things. But
Okay.
what I'm going to say is this: people don't trust Biden; they trust Trump better.
Right. So this doesn't matter to you that Biden has created 14 million jobs and Trump lost 2.9 million.
No, we
No,
also had.
We don't believe it.
This is like
Okay.
free money he's given everyone, and a rebound from pandemic, and the interest rate that he keeps going up with. All of that is
Yeah.
a combination of everything. I don't think
We're
going to
get to all of these stats. We're going to get to all these
Okay,
stats.
people-
I'm talking specifically
Okay.
about job creation.
Kill me now.
That's fine. Create
Okay.
more jobs, whatever. They still don't trust him. They trust
Okay.
Trump better.
All right. Our next stat is Biden has seen an inflation spike to the highest level in over 40 years. Despite recent moderation, consumer prices are up nearly 18% overall during Biden's time. Gasoline is up 29%. Average weekly earnings haven't kept pace with prices. After adjusting for inflation, real weekly earnings declined 3.4%. During Trump, paychecks grew faster than inflation. Average weekly earnings for all workers were up 8.7% after inflation. So Trump was better in terms of at least inflation than Biden was by almost double. Do you believe that stat?
I think inflation right now is terrible. So I guess I would believe that. Yes.
Okay. So you do believe that one,
Yes, I do.
but you don't believe the first one.
Well, yes, I do. If you said
Okay.
that's true, I believe you, but it doesn't matter because people don't trust him.
Okay. But people trust Trump,
Yes.
who's on trial right now for criminal felony.
Yes.
Dad, do you believe the second stat that I'm reading? That Trump was better than Biden where inflation is concerned?
Well, all you have to do is go to the grocery store.
Okay.
And the gas.
I don't
station.
need you to read me some fucking fact check. Our grocery bill's probably 150% of what it was when Trump was president.
Yeah.
Gas.
Gasoline's
Okay.
4 times higher.
Everything.
So
oh my
you
God.
believe that then?
Dad and I just
Well,
went.
no, it's a fact.
People don't even eat
Right.
fast food anymore. You just.
I don't
can't.
have to have you read me some bullshit that you pulled off the internet.
Okay.
I live in this world.
Okay.
All right. Our next stat is Biden's crime data shows a decrease in murders in U.S. cities in 2022 and 2023. Under Trump, the murder rate in 2019 rose to the highest level since 1997. Do you believe that?
COVID.
Here's what I think about that: crime and murders. You can murder someone and Biden lets you out the next day.
What
Crime. Also.
do you have any evidence of that? What you're talking about?
Also, Chad, here's
Yeah.
the problem with your statistic.
Yep.
Compare 22 or even the last year Trump was president with the murder rate today in 2024.
Yeah.
You're doing it a year ago.
Okay.
There are more murders in this country today than there were a year ago.
I truly
You want to
believe
see
this.
murder rate in the
No, I
United
don't
States
want to
what
hear
year?
anymore. I don't want to hear any more.
You asked me to compare the numbers. I'm about to do it. What years do
Okay.
you want to compare?
No.
23 to 24.
2023 to 2024? How does that compare Biden and Trump?
It doesn't. It compares Biden to Biden.
All right.
It tells you that what you're trying to make look like Trump had more murders is not correct.
I truly believe right
The
now.
murder rate in this nation
Nationwide
is going
homicides
up.
have decreased by 13%.
Nobody's listening
What?
to me.
Not
Murders
true.
have in 2024, murders have declined nearly 20% in 204 cities during the first 3 months of 2024.
Oh, is that right? I don't believe it.
I truly believe with
Then why'd you
crime
ask me to
right now
compare it?
that
Well,
I'm just going to talk
we're
over
back
you
to the
two.
same fucking shit.
That-
It don't matter.
The facts don't matter. I agree.
No, there aren't facts.
Okay.
It's bullshit from your website.
that when you get arrested right now with crime,
Yep.
it doesn't matter. Like you can go shoplift as long as
Mm.
it's under a certain amount, but not anymore. They're shoplifting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Hitting people in the head. They don't get put in. They don't get put in prison or in jail for that.
Right. We're talking
People-
about murder specifically, though.
talking
Shoplifting.
about-
No, well, the
crime.
problem is they call it manslaughter now.
Yeah.
Well, no. Manslaughter and murder are two different things.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Do you
Not
want me
anymore.
to tell you what those are?
No, I'm
I
tired.
can give
of
you the
telling
definitions.
me-
Don't
Horseshit.
go over any more of this. Dad'll get upset.
Manslaughter is an unlawful killing that doesn't
Uh-huh.
involve malice or forethought.
I know
Oh.
what it is.
I know we're not talking about this, but I'm gonna bring it up. You know what I think too, with the
Yeah.
weird crimes going on now and the
Hitting somebody in the
murders,
back of the head with a
and-
brick is manslaughter.
I truly believe a lot
Yeah.
of people are on antidepressant medicine, and that medicine makes you do weird stuff. I believe with the influx of like synthetic marijuana and the weird drugs that people are taking. There's a little town close to us, and it was an all-American family. The guy takes the gun in the middle of the night, shoots the wife, gets every kid in the house, and they were like teenagers. Boom, boom, boom. Leaves one, shoots himself. What the hell?
Mm.
That's happening, across America. Weird things like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think back in the day when we were younger we would hear of that. I just
Well, certainly you
think-
wouldn't hear of it. I mean, a lot of this too is just the media culture we live in now. There's 24-hour news pumped in your face on your phone, your computer, your TV. You're never not listening to this shit. And obviously, the more horrific stories are what sell newspapers and what keep you glued to those screens. They want you afraid and mad. Those are the emotions that keep you watching.
and tornadoes in Oklahoma keeps you to the
Yeah.
TV. That's for sure. Okay, Dad's going to sleep. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
he can pretend to sleep all he wants, just like his god, Donald Trump. This is like Dad's giving us an impression of Donald Trump is in his own trial right now.
Oh yeah, that's a
You
good
just
one.
need to shit your
Did
pants and
he
you'll be
really
right there.
shut he said, what did he say? He said he shut his beautiful baby blue eyes for a rest.
Yeah, he fell asleep like 3 or 4 times so far. Let's move on to healthcare. Under Biden, the number of people without health insurance has gone down. Enrollment in the Affordable Care Act marketplace plans is at its highest point yet, currently right now. During Trump, the number of people lacking health insurance in America rose by 3 million. So, do you think it is better or worse that more people have health insurance now?
I think it's sad. I think our
It's worse.
whole health thing
I mean,
needs
it's
to be
better.
revamped.
It's better that more people don't have
Why is that?
Why?
because they shouldn't be on it anyway.
Why?
Because it's free.
What?
Everybody needs health
It's
insurance.
The
not free.
government's giving people free health insurance.
Everybody needs
Well, that's
health
not true.
insurance. Sugar Bear needs
It
it.
is too.
Sugar Bear needs
Okay.
it.
Get on the fact check.
Let's move on to this one.
Give me a
During
fact check. Give me a
Okay.
fucking fact check.
during Biden, the trade deficit for goods and services is about 20.9% higher than it was when he came into office. However, by 2019, the trade deficit for goods and services that Trump promised to reduce was actually increased by 40.5% from 2016. So Trump basically is over twice the deficit amount that Biden is adding? Good or bad?
I don't
Hello?
even understand that
Not
one.
true. How's that?
I don't
Okay.
even understand it.
It's interesting that any one of these facts that
Well,
compares.
Chad, I live in the fucking world, and I know it's not true.
How do you know the trade deficit numbers by living in the real world? How does that come into your real life?
Because our fucking debt is at 33, 34, 35 trillion dollars.
I don't believe it. No, not true.
Oh, not true. Good.
I live in the real world.
No, you don't.
I don't have to know these facts.
You live in fucking La La Land, California.
Right. How about this? During Biden, the publicly held federal debt has increased by about 24.7%. Trump had the publicly held federal debt at 14.4 trillion to 21.6%, an increase of about 50%. So again, Trump increased the debt almost twice as much as Biden did. So do you think that he still was a good fiscal president?
Yes.
Okay. Even though Biden is beating him in every measure of that.
Biden's not beating him in anything.
Except inflation, I guess. Trump was better about inflation.
What about, wasn't the S&P on there or something?
It's in the
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Biden has increased the S&P 500 by 28.2%, while Trump increased it by 67.8%. So he made the stock market go up way better than Biden did. And he had one other thing here that inflation.
God.
The inflation he was better on.
Can this be over?
Sure. That's the end of the show. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. If you want to send in a question, please record it in a 1 minute or shorter audio format. Send it to the necessaryconversationpod@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week. Dad, I love you. Mom, I love you. Haley, wherever you are, I love you.
Love you, Chad. Love you, Haley. Love you, Bob. Love you, Kitty.
I love you, Mary Lou. I love you, Chad. Haley, you're an asshole for not being here.
Oh, my God.
We will see you next week, maybe. Bye.
Bye.